fnatic bringing that attack. We'll see just how many nades are shown from the T side. I'm actually 5 sets of Kev coming out from ENCE's defense.
Well, now over towards A, you can block off the standard left-right smokes on site with one. So maybe, just maybe, mezii will opt for that as Kevlar priority. One expect odds favoring ENCE again, and there's that smoke.
Whoa, there's that headshot. Snappy, quick to it. Smoke doesn't cover both sides. It just went for the left side, and they will get the bomb down all the same. So at this point, retake's on, and D has given him a gift with that shot. Taking down roeJ. Numbers favor the CT's on the retake, and good clear from D. Still one back from mezii. Would need the multi. Not going to happen. And Sunpius, ooh, doesn't find it cleanly. Fake. KRIMZ, loud about this. Gets him off the bomb. He's called bluff.
Nerds has got him.
Nerds has got him to right, unless he's ready for the fight. That's Nerds. That's ENCE. Another pistol!
Yes, every single pistol so far.
Another!
They just can't stop. Absolute criminals.
Oh, I started to feel like KRIMZ might have had something when he called that bluff on the first defuse, but yeah, Nerds. He was sealing the deal on that flank. KRIMZ considered it for a moment, but not to be.
It's very important opening kill there for Snappy, all things considered, and this one through the smoke for Diha is also a nice little gift. It really made things on the retake a whole lot easier and much more awkward for fnatic. So great job keeping in the winning ways ENCE regarding these pistols. Now with the plan, we know what that means. The force for fnatic followed through. Galils are plenty.
Ooh, direct.
Very light on with the util.
Just going. D is going to have Nerds potentially to give him some help. Nade connected. Nerds has already rotated. And he'll take first contact. Baiting in for that quad setup. Dexter at least finds one onto Diha, so quad down, and so is Nerds. Shotgun, not ideal in this scenario. Now you've got to try and fight your way back into the bomb site. Maden and Snappy, they're scarpering over Liggity split. And that shotgun, ooh, it does find KRIMZ's center of mass, but he gets away 9 HP, and Maden, he's given him the advantage with that one. Picks off mezii, the bomb's still not down. And the rest falling into place now. Can roeJ come up clutch? A 1v1. Finds the first of the clutch. No hurry to this, but he is starting to advance around that smoke thrown out. Maden receding. Playing at arm's length, but the rifle in his hands. roeJ has that AK, and he uses it to great success. Second round, forced by victory. fnatic on the board early.
Yeah, Maden can't quite believe how brazen roeJ was in the space that he took immediately once he dropped that smoke, thinking he'd be a little bit more scared, waiting out for the fade. But no, roeJ calls the bluff, takes the space, finds the kill, and now puts ENCE in fourth line territory of their own. Now, it did feel to me that fnatic were holding the W key a little bit longer to go towards B lobby. Maybe, just maybe, and this is something that I'm sure the people at home can let us know, but I'm not sure where the cusp is of the sound cues. It's going to be quite a interesting little battle in that regard, as mid-pressure immediately cascades in the way of poor Nerds. He had the support of Sunpius for a moment. We'll get the trade back, but KRIMZ should sweep this one under the rug.
Handles that well and gets away from the hunt for the trade. Diha on that P250, good for one. This kind of is hanging in the balance of Snappy being discovered. And he hasn't been, so catching a reel on the good timing on this push from him.
This is a great timing. And Maden has a smoke on the other side of the map. If he could block before... never mind. mezii's already in.
Yeah. Makes it really clear as well with his HE, so Maden... spotted across. Nade will do damage. Significant damage to KRIMZ, and it's up to the shotgun. Ooh, he could. He doesn't. roeJ gets low. Just not enough. fnatic, they have jostled the control. And as we've been highlighting, ENCE may have been winning all the pistols, but fnatic, certainly on our first map, were incredibly imposing in the gun rounds. This has been them immediately seizing control.
And apparently the full ecos as well. You go back to Overpass, some of the rounds and some of the impact, at least of damage that they were finding, just those starter pistols was extremely impressive. So ENCE are going to have to swallow this very bitter pill of a full eco of their own. Starting heavy towards the B site with 3. Maden over towards middle. Snappy patrolling A. Now, fnatic don't have to be in a rush. See, that one there made that noise.
It did. That's the noise we're talking about.
So this is it. So again, and we actually have time for this now because of the full eco and not in your face Counter-Strike. Yeah, I was talking to MC about it. We were speculating about it a lot. I saw tweets between the likes of Bemis. Rez was tweeting about it. I've seen Twist tweet about it as well in the past. But to do with the, I guess we can call it hit marker sounds of the HE. Now, there was a discussion from Bemis that it would work if you didn't have Kevlar, but if you had Kevlar, it didn't make a sound. MC said he investigated a lot with the Rooster Boys, an Australian Counter-Strike team, if maybe people aren't too familiar, and said it seems inconsistent, which is telling me that it could be bugged, right, the way that that functions. So it is something that if you're at home, you would like to explore and test and try on different servers with different armor, give it a go. And let us know.
Because we heard that squelch, you know, with, and Snappy no armor in this one, but and also there's the question of like spectator differences.
Yes, do we hear it? Did they not hear it? So
I know I've heard it when I'm playing. I've thrown nades and I've made calls off the back of it, you know?
And I investigated this morning myself. I loaded up a refrag server as well as an offline server, and I tried it, and I was getting no sound cues, but I know at home when I was playing in matches in the past, I was definitely getting sound cues. So it is curious.
Bit of a mystery on that one.
And something that we should solve. It is something that I personally don't think should exist. I think that nades already have their use case, and to give it something more, it's essentially free information.
Yeah, no. Doesn't feel very Counter-Strikey. That feels a bit like, you know, I don't know, some Cypher ability or something. Like, oh, I'm getting information with my abilities.
Nerds. That's an extra 1,200 smackaroos.
Yeah, not too shabby. And using the Mac 10 to great success. But fnatic, of course, converting, but some casualties along the way.
I'm interested in what that facilitates. Does that mean the AWP has come out for Sampaius? I wonder if that was dropped from Nerds. We'll be able to tell in a moment's time once Sampaius whips it out. Now Fro to operate with the big green as well. Sampaius to block ramp. Standard hamper smoke. Deep nade. That's going to do a chunk of damage.
Ooh, wonder if he heard that. As he has thrown that nade out. No rotation, though, from Nerds.
Yeah, so...
He's dead. Should be. 20 HP. Nades, bullets. A whole squad knocking on his door. And it's actually going to be Dia that finds the first. After all of that scrutiny, he's done incredibly well on the defense, and Sampaius has hit the flick. fnatic looking to evacuate. roeJ surges forward into the void. There's so much space on A.
Yeah, master of the seesaw, but needs to get this first.
Yeah, the first test, it will be maden. And Afro catching the hunt of Snappy, looking for answers on B. So maybe this pendulum could swing for fnatic. KRIMZ bringing the bomb.
maden is aware that this space has been open for some time. And roeJ, Afro's found another.
Does that complicate things?
Yes, it really does, because now they can take space on both sides. Afro could keep searching for more fights if he'd like, and KRIMZ is also joining roeJ over towards A. So this is going to make multiple members bite towards B from ENCE. So Afro could search, look for more fights, and then once he gets the info, but it looks like A is going to play first. Great smoke, even better molly. Bomb's going to go down.
Yeah, he's ahead of it though, not ready. Nice catch, gets him off the bomb. Oof, KRIMZ saves fnatic with that one. 30 seconds as he looks to pivot back. Sampaius has just rotated off of B.
This is really risky now.
Yeah, but this is ballsy from Afro. He knows that he's responsible. Wait, what, KRIMZ? They're going to play for the flank instead?
18 seconds.
It's getting awkward. Super awkward. Afro, you got to hurry up.
He spotted one.
He has.
12 seconds.
Time of the essence. Planting open. Exposed. Awkward. 5 HP though. He has to run at him with a pistol. 5 seconds. Just run at him, Afro. Run. He doesn't know he's low. Rounds the corner. Sound is enough. And Pius comes up clutch.
That is a wonky round right there. You think all the space that had been taken from roeJ over towards A, they were unable to capitalize on top of it. And maden, just the disruptive force ahead of the smoke. You think it's good enough, but that right there is clutch play from maden. Keeping ENCE in it, grabbing them the second, and fnatic, that one is going to sting.
Oh, that was so tough.
But to be fair, ENCE did a great job over towards B. Diha, after being under that onslaught, still gets that first kill onto mezii, and then Sampaius, this AWP, it was dropped from Nerds. That was facilitated by the extra kills on the Mac 10 to make this all possible. So great impact from the Spaniard. And yeah, that's the question that I think everybody at home is asking. maden same, now under pressure towards A, jumping in the face, Snappy down, maden back with a trade.
Tagged him. Ooh, and body bagged him. Cost him a lot though. Dexter gets him down. Nerds has already pushed out B, so this is very proactive Counter-Strike we're seeing right now. Yeah, everyone's moving and a shaking. Oh, the gap perfectly exploited. Dia working around the smoke well for the first. Advantage extended. fnatic Can thank Afro for that one. He's already ready for the flank, so Nertz rounding this corner into the AWP, confirms his location. Nice long arms on Nertz as he picks up that AK-47 for the save.
Yeah, already backing off. You can see him conceding defeat on this one. So fnatic again, a direct approach. We were still in the replays and the fight were going down towards the ramp. That tells you just how quick fnatic want to take a lot of these fights. But their T-side on Ubis was good. Their T-side here is starting in very good fashion as well. It was the CT side where those woes crept in. So now it's all the way back in T-spawn. And here we go. We can check some of this out in the replay. So Snappy desperate with the MP9. It's clearly an in-your-face approach that they were hoping to assault fnatic with, but it's the likes of Dexter to find that impact on the way in. 3 players to stay alive, 1 to go off, 4th round to be posted. And it has, again, been very direct. B together, A together. The seesaw was in the mid-round.
Right.
So we'll have to wait and see what the approach will be, knowing that there is a saved AK-47 in the mix. Residual cash, very light on because of that one-on-one that Sampaius was able to pick up. So I wouldn't expect to see anything too crazy as far as what weapons could be invested in behind this saved AK. And with 2400 as the next, there will be not a whole lot at all. So how far?
roeJ really ran away from that rifle. Got it now.
Interestingly enough, they're just letting Nertz play on his own. You know, when you have this AK, do you want to go for a boost? Do you want to try and get a pistol to bait so he can find the trade? But no, it's 4 pistols towards A, and Nertz on a solo adventure taking an awful lot of space towards middle.
Extra AK.
Yeah, and, well, the fact that you can sell rifles back.
Yeah, that's a bit of an unpardonable oopsie. Imagine Nertz goes T-spawn and tells his boys to go pick it up. Instead, he's going ladder. So this could be huge. Ooh, stylish on the descent. He's being checked. Oh, and down goes Nertz. Huge win for fnatic in that one, keeping it clean.
And securing the AK with that Molotov as well, just making sure it can't be swiftly scooped back up. But in towards B they go. ENCE will be here in time.
They double mollied it there. Look at that imperfect sync. That's deliberate. Very cool. Dexter. Let's walk past him. And a couple of free pot shots there afforded to him by virtue of that. But we do still see fnatic with 5 alive in this one and 5 rounds imminent. There it is. Locked on in on their T side, no less. Keita seems happy with that one with the golf clap.
And I think the woes, as a lot of people have discussed with the change to MR12 for the CT side, is where things are going to hurt a little bit more. We were discussing the lack of consecutive rounds for fnatic on their CT haul, as we just see Sort signal for the timeout. Knowing that, hey, we are light on in this purchase. We will not have all the utility we require for a standard opener. And just to have the talk of what you're going to do, you don't want to go into this round rushed because it is starting to get a little bit bleak out there for ENCE. And, oh yeah, this is it. MR12, things are going to happen a whole lot quicker with the 20% less rounds to play overall. I think what is cool about what we get in the in-game HUD is just the juxtaposition of you can see the utility quite clearly at the top of the screen, and you just see one team with just bags upon bags and the other just eking it together. So defuse kits as well, not part of the conversation. And considering how direct it has been from fnatic, how do ENCE want to respond to this? Yeah, I know. I love how these guys troll each other with the avatars. It's so good.
Yeah, Snappy's calling Diha out there. This is a good one.
At least he's being safe. He's wearing a helmet.
Yeah, that's important.
Oh, the double.
And that is better from maden. He's nearly caught 2 with that. roeJ's lucky to be alive, really. 10 HP on his first spray. Now the job is done. maden takes 2 good openings for the squad. And maybe Afro is next. Goes down to the org. Perfect weapon for the job from maden. He seems to be the most early adopter of these other guns.
Yeah, let me find the stats from SEO.
He was over 50% in their first game.
He was 58%.
Yeah. Good
so yeah, he's definitely... And when I asked them about it in the shuttle and the wearing, they're like, yeah. Oh yeah, we're going to be buying it. I mean, saw a lot of it in the qualifiers as well, looking for org, right? Which is like Exercise and Jocko and those kind of guys. Yeah, I think they changed their Twitter is like looking for stable because they used to be double pony. But Afro used to play with these guys as well.
Yeah, right.
But watching them, they qualified for the ESL Challenger Jönköping, which is essentially the old DreamHack Winter.
Right.
They were using an awful lot of orgs as well. So if people had been paying attention to the online Counter-Strike, they could have seen this coming.
maden. Could have an ace here. He's lost his teammate, so it's kind of down to him. And what a sequence out of KRIMZ.
Normally it's quite difficult to find that damage through, but he found it under the grates. Because his little tootsies were just on those sandbags, so a really good find. And now a round that's on, if KRIMZ can find another...
Nice angle.
We'll cut that one short. Just mezii in a 1-on-3.
Yeah, no fun here for Merriman. I say that as actually his first bullets are connecting to Nertz, but good catch. Nertz immediately finds him with the smoke spam. ENCE. They've not been in any way consecutive, but boasting 3 here on the CT side.
Well, there was the response to the more direct play from fnatic. Just take a fight and win your initial duels. It's simple as that, really.
Just do that. Just win your duel every time, guys.
Difficult to replicate, but as long as you have some contingencies in play.
Always intrigued to see... Oh my, it's another one of those loud and directs. At least starting with the test on towards Diha and that deep nade. Caught out, punish that T-side ult from Afro.
Insane pace.
Banks Diha, he's just not expecting that sort of pace. And it looks like it's going to boil out quite nicely for them, unless some part has got a multi-kill in him. Just managed to deliver a second from the AK-47. Could be more. And Snappy's there as well, just unloading his magazine into the smoke. The bomb is committed. KRIMZ and roeJ, not so much. Counting on roeJ's flank here. Distraction, damage. Now roeJ comes in for the final blow. It could have been 2, maybe should have been. Shut down now by maden. KRIMZ, that smoke maybe gives him a little bit of something to work with as well.
He can get the bomb and get out and reset in this round completely.
Imagine if he spams that soak. So low. Some Pius has done so much to hold on to the site.
You can see KRIMZ as well, thinking ahead, even scooped up that flash that was down just in front of him. So giving himself an extra piece of utility to work with. We'll see how clutch that can come in this 1-on-2. But with plenty of time on the clock, he can completely reset. He makes his way through the Z connector. Looks like he wants to try his luck over towards A.
And now if you're some Pius and maden, you're in 2 minds. You don't want to lose the man advantage. So you can see the hesitance to jiggle for info. But now Pius has done so, and it's a bit too quiet.
So interesting that they are splitting up, because if maden goes down in a head-to-head duel, Pius only on 5 HP is going to be called upon to clutch against KRIMZ.
He's going to clear it this time. He knows maden. Oh, quick on the draw. Maden's making that org sing right now.
Just got into that position. maden is having a cracker of a game. Fantastic impact for him.
Yeah, high flyer in the server. Certainly by damage. KRIMZ, he may have the same amount of kills, but yeah, a lot of damage from maden. 1,200. No one else has managed to break 1,000.
It's like Fight Club with how quick. Look at all these fights. That was a minute 30 when there was just destruction on the B bomb site. So responding to things quite quickly are ENCE, and a timeout to be called. This will be from ENCE. So Saw using 2 within the first half of play, wanting to steady the ship, and they have been able to accrue 2 consecutive CT rounds. There's somewhat humbled fnatic, who get a free conversation. 30 seconds to maybe stew in their juices, knowing that with that 2K across the board, it has to be an eco. And then as we head down the home stretch of the first half of our 3rd map, do fnatic want to continue with these head-up direct approaches, or are they going to try a different tact? Let's wait and see. So this is ENCE's chance to level things up for free. Pius starting over towards A with the AWP. 2 players from ENCE to lock down that B site, and a silent ascent from fnatic.
Oh, that might be the most damaging nade we're going to see at IEM Sydney. That one right there.
Spicy meatball.
Utility damage. Check in after that one.
Spray and pray.
Yeah, maden just went from... that was over 340 damage.
Wow. All right. Land one of those again.
Do it again. Do it again. I dare you. 440 total utility damage from maden.
I do like it that it is difficult to separate these 2 teams. I love the close nature, because it just means we're getting more rounds of CS2 and more that we get to learn. Sure, it at times can look a little bit scrappy and in your face, but that's part of the game. The nuance will come with time. It is great to see these ideas being thrown at the wall and see what sticks. Over towards A we go. Pius is off in the Zywoo position. Steps out. There you have it, an opener. This is the thing as well. Lurk smacks towards the ramp. I would say few and far between.
Yeah, that's true too. This one's doing nothing for the CTs. If anything, is aiding this walk up. Spotted now. See her. Oh, under a lot of pressure. He's gone down. mezii provides the opener. The bomb's with him this time, so they could perhaps try and get that bomb down. Hard to dispute it. The smoke, nice and deep, actually. That's going to limit your options for this retake. You're going to... Ooh, fumble the nade. Dribbles one over.
Yeah, the combo. Clearly off the mark.
I mean, still a man advantage for this, but for how long? You can see Afro's hunting for anyone, and no, it's just nicely hidden on this lower elevation. Still loses his jewel. Good headshot from Afro. Snappy. Loud about this. KRIMZ will likely have heard it. The multi gets nothing, though. It's a quick one from Sampayas, and now all good for KRIMZ. Yeah, Sampayas quick to the draw.
That was god tier from Snappy. He knew that KRIMZ could only have gotten off to one position possible. You could see him tracking down with that util set. The molly on the stairs, you're not getting away. The flash, and then understanding exactly where KRIMZ had to get to, that information flowing. And Sampayas will put the bullet straight between the eyes. ENCE will take the lead. A great impact round from Sampayas. Right, openers and closers. That is still stylish. And here it is. Yep, I know where you are, KRIMZ. Bang. And the dirt is gone. As another plant for fnatic will result in something that resembles a buy. Definitely not full. Plenty of rifles. Maybe a lurk smoke over towards the ramp to work with, because you can't just keep taking a dry fight against ENCE. Maden's AUG or Sampayas' AWP way too potent.
Yeah, I mean, 4 in a row after struggling to find a single consecutive round. Dexter, brave up mid. This is a bit of a pace to this. They're not ready for this, surely. Actually, nading off the smoke. He's gone. He's out of there. Already
Shadows.
Behind enemy lines. The cleared. Maden is a real problem for fnatic, and Sampayas right there with him. Everyone won their duel, and fnatic looking to be leaving this half with only 5. A 5-round hiatus and a 5-round run from ENCE. With D dead, maybe there's more to be said. 2 versus 4, and oh, KRIMZ, that's a spicy headshot. Takes down Nerd and hunting for more. He knows he's got more to do. A whole lot more. You know they're both on B. You've heard the 2 different guns and trying to go for a fake plant. CT smoke, no pushes. Could be an opportunity to let KRIMZ work. Watch out though, that's Maden. He is their nemesis right now. Grouped up, beheaded. KRIMZ surely can't do more! Oh, he nearly did! Maybe Afro can finish the job. Such hard work from the Swede, and it's all for naught as it comes over the line. It's ENCE 7, fnatic 5, fighting for the playoffs. Well, hello there. Days 2 of IEM Sydney 23, and we find ourselves in the third and the final half of play between ENCE and fnatic. A spot in the playoffs on the line. It's Group B, the upper bracket semi. No one getting eliminated in this series, but it is a rocky road if you don't make it here. ENCE, a recovered half, most definitely. Boasting the lead coming into our second. A run of 5 to give them the lead into our second half.
Yeah, and a big shout out to the maden. Massive.
Yeah, man. He really turned it on, didn't he? That org doing an awful lot. And now, ooh, Dexter's under scrutiny. They go for a charge up ramp. Dex calls for aid. The cavalry are on their way. Double smoke. Headshots quick out of the void. Dual lead. Pius is pushed up and it's roeJ contending with the bomb carrier. Yeah, Snappy's been cut down. No chance for a plant now, and it couldn't be cleaner or quicker.
That is one key piece of this match so far, is the pure pace. Just the fact that fnatic in the first half, the duels were coming, well, the duels were being taken. They were the ones who were dictating the fights in the first 15 to 20 seconds of every round. Pack rolls B, pack rolls A, taking fights all across the map. Don't forget about middle. They definitely had their preferences, but this is roeJ getting stuck in that W key, taking the fights again on this CT side, and the factor right now is they denied the plant and ENCE still force.
Ooh, now that's a deviation from the norm. As well as maden going down immediately. How quick was that? It's these fights are happening lickety split, and now those Tech 9s, that full investment, they certainly maybe haven't shown it too much to their opponent, but it will be very clear and apparent before the end of this round, especially as the nades start to rain in. Molotov, smoke, they know what's up. How are you supposed to get the bomb down now? 2 smokes short. You have to get past these pot shots that keep him connecting. Another one this time from Dexter's FAMAS for a double. Now the bomb is going down by virtue of the second smoke. But converting the round seems like a lost cause. Nertz, Pius both still playing the fade of these smokes. Retake smoke already landing on that bomb. Nertz caught out. Good timing on this. Flash, push, it's clinical. And Pius hoping perhaps he could disrupt that defuse. Going for the 10-seconder, but he's rumbled by KRIMZ.
And all 5 stayed alive. Sure, they concede with the plant.
Everyone gets a Tech 9. You get a Tech 9.
Yeah, that's not a bad upgrade at all to have as a sidearm. So I'm impressed with the poise there of fnatic. Not to get flustered. They waited for the smokes to fade. They didn't give away any unnecessary kills. Everybody from ENCE hanging around the site, understanding the situation on their own. Now with that plant, as mentioned, like that has given a little bit of extra cash, and might see another force buy out of ENCE here. We will. So Galil's across the board. This is yet another buy in back-to-back fashion. Plenty of smokes to work with.
I suppose the force makes sense if you know you're going to be able to get a plant by virtue of the strat. Keep the pressure on. Bro, playing with fire, or rather playing with smoke, pushes out.
Yeah, you can see more of an attempt with ramp smokes from ENCE than we did from fnatic. This was just much more direct and in the face.
Oh, wasn't ready
Dexter,
for that.
yeah, just staying mobile. Catches Nertz off guard, grabs the opener for round number 15.
A deviation from how it used to be. It's deeper. Serves a similar purpose. You can see that the attempt here from Snappy to find an angle. It's not bad if anyone dares peek out. It's mezii that would potentially be exposed should he jiggle.
Oh, nobody home at wood. Spam will confirm. maden to apply pressure towards A.
Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah, it's good understanding. So clears the smoke, takes the fight, takes down another. maden and Nertz just have to sit and watch. 8. Feeling likely for fnatic now. Not playing aggressive towards A whatsoever. It will just be that one man of Afro. He has the support, hightailing it over of Dexter and roeJ. They've come to join the party.
Nice molly. He has no idea. He has no idea. Does manage to extinguish. And, oh, Dexter's having a real field day with his FAMAS. Putting in a shift right now. He wants to see that home crowd. Leaves Pius and Diha trying as hard as they might, but they don't have the health or head. Pius taken out by mezii through the smoke. KRIMZ will keep it clean.
Well, this was one of the issues for fnatic back on Anubis, was consecutive CT rounds, and they've kicked off this half with 3 out the gates, but the plan consistently do set ENCE up for another bye. Now, they used 2 of their 3 timeouts in the first half. I question, do they want to take another now to discuss how they want to proceed? Because they can buy Galils and AKs yet again. But once more, they will be slightly light on in that util department, limiting the amount of opening moves. And they have decided to buy. This is classic ENCE fashion. We will see how far they can really push the issue.
Quick stampede. Snappy taking a full util dump into ramp. They want to fight for this, but so does Dexter. And he's already lost his teammate. Has to try find something.
Everybody
swings into the whole team. Oh, and left empty-handed is Afro. Just one from him. KRIMZ dead as well. This round is already, look at the time, 1 minute 25. And we've already got a 1 versus 3 with a lost round. mezii trying to prove me wrong.
He has a kid and a smoke.
Yeah, but you're just not going to be diffusing under these 3 players' noses.
Well, remove NERDZ from the equation. He's hunting.
So a 1v2, essentially. And I'm afraid the bomb radius from Vertigo, they don't have to go far. Nor does mezii, saving in plain sight, it seems.
Is he going for this? Not anymore. Hi, I'm going to get some damage. I'm going to get a couple of kills. I'll just make it the 1. D-Hell will get to survive. The bomb will go off, and we will tie things up 8-8. ENCE draw first blood, at least for their T campaign on this second half. Now, fnatic didn't take too many casualties in the first 2 rounds, but the third, a couple fell by the wayside. Now all 5. Nobody's staying alive. I feel if mezii had saved that, they could have justified a whole lot better of a buy. mezii would have had 6.7 with a save, then 4. Could have dropped one across to roeJ. Afro could have brought out an AWP. KRIMZ and Dexter could have definitely made it work. Right now, it looks like they're going to still shove, go for the all-in. So investments coming through in P9. 4s are plenty. Will Afro go for that AWP? That's the real big question.
Oh, gotta, when you can afford it.
And that's going to leave Dexter maybe with a FAMAS again. He was pretty proficient one earlier.
Yeah, but this time he's going to be up against a whole lot of AKs. 3 to be specific.
He's gone the UMP, so maybe he'll try and push with this for the armor penetration. But this is where the half might get away from fnatic. Gap smoke from D-Hart. A lot of mid-pressure. Snappy is going to... Oh, the AWP. Do they want to try and push? I don't think Snappy's molly landed exactly where he had liked.
KRIMZ, forward push. mezii throwing that HE to imply the B player at a distance.
Well, they're essentially playing a retake A setup. It's just roeJ playing from headshot right now, and everybody from ENCE is starting to slink back up this ramp. They've got the space thanks to maden. He's the man setting the pace and the tempo. They have nades to try and disrupt here. Is this to stop the plan? Is this to disperse smokes? Well, we're about to find out because here they come.
Afro fires off his shot. Nothing connects. roeJ struggling. This barrage of flashbangs. Still Afro connects 1. A second as well from the AWP. Now hot and bothered as NERDZ has to get out of the smoke to extinguish. And a man advantage for fnatic. Bomb going down. That's D-Hart. Gets the code punched. And gets away thanks to those smoke grenades. Snappy, good damage. Catches roeJ. Brings him low. Retake is on. Sandbags, a power position, especially with D-Hart still on this ramp side. mezii brought down by D-Hart. That's the multi-kill you want to see. Take down 3. KRIMZ now nothing for him to do other than kill a couple more. Kit's there. A couple more bullets and a miss from D-Hart. We could have had a crazy one.
Oh, all right. Well, Sampaio's there trying to give notice of where that AWP is to get picked on up. Didn't look like D-Hart got his hands on it. But really bailed them out there in a big way. So no ramp control for fnatic coming back to bite them. It felt like they were more than happy to play that situation on the back foot, but D-Hart just mauls them. We know he was having a tougher time over there on Anubis, but this is impact all day. Massive work from the pole, and you can see Snappy holding on. Couldn't quite believe how much damage KRIMZ was getting done. Oh. Sorry, lads.
Might be.
Well, he's in.
Yeah. 2 Deegs in play and aggression from roeJ. No surprises there. It can be very overwhelming, especially in CS2 when those USPs are all charging at you.
Nerds can't get too overzealous here, but reloading as they run in his direction. And he has taken another with a MAC-10. So any dramas have been dealt with, and ENCE have now hit the double digits. Just 3 more required, and it does feel when it matters most, ENCE are able to find that little extra gear. Whether it's a player making a big play, whether it's that right call. They were unable to do so on overpass, but if we go back, we can definitely reflect on the fact that, hey, they lost a full eco. And you know, we didn't celebrate it, but we probably should have. fnatic won their first pistol of the series.
You're right, we definitely should have mentioned that one.
1 out of 5, 1 out of 6, sorry.
Yeah, I
mean, the best odds.
Incredibly close, though. With all of that said, full 3 map affair. It does seem like that extra gear has been hit, though. You're right. fnatic, it has to be sooner rather than later. It's double digits reached by ENCE.
Well, this is where you need a mezii or roeJ to really step up. KRIMZ has been having his way, currently towards the tippy top of the scoreboard.
Yeah, and hearing Dexter talk about mezii suggesting that it still is something to do with confidence in terms of him having an ego. I think that was the word Dexter used. He wants to try and help mezii or see mezii with a bit more of that superstar ego in the server. Well, these are rounds where that ego is required. You've got to believe you're going to be the one to take these duels and win them. roeJ's got no problems with confidence, though. He's ready to stand and bang.
Nade could be good. Only a lick of damage. Nothing too significant, but mezii, you speak of him, he's currently over towards B.
Whoa, roeJ. Caught out. Good play from maden, just tucked in there, and good placement of the crosshair to find that headshot. Look at this, it's so live and direct. That's a direct hit from the HE. But the whole squad, all 5 events are just puffing up their chest, pulling their triggers, and committing to this ace site.
Oh, they're fumbling the boost.
Oh, spam. It's not quite the money. Some pious dead. Nice from Afro. And the post plant set up nicely. 1 smoke grenade.
No kit.
That's a big one. mezii's flank. It changes the whole dynamic. And just like that, 3 crumbles. Diha. He's the last to fall. And fnatic will find a round eventually.
Okay, well, felt labor, didn't it? But they have 4 players staying alive, especially when roeJ goes down as the first man in the server there. Aggressive towards the ramp, unable to pick anything up. And from that point, it's all down to the rest of them playing retake once more. The damage, I think, of Dexter's nade, the softening up, it was, well, really worth its weight in gold, wasn't it? This one right here just lands on a pack of 3, makes things much more awkward for them on the way in. And then, yeah, well, mezii finding some impact on that flank. They're looking the wrong way as Dex gets to pounce, and they will handle business. So fnatic bringing it back to just a 1-round game. A timeout to be called. The second so far. I thought that we had seen... No, sorry, it is the 3rd. And the final from ENCE. Now, when they invest, they will be almost at the bottom of the barrel for all 5 of their players. You can see the cash on the screen right now. Loss bonus for either team, 1,900 going into the next. So I feel that ENCE can essentially win the game if they win this round and wipe out the economy of fnatic, and they'll be aware of that themselves. Now, haven't always saved in the most likely of circumstances have fnatic, so we'll have to wait and see how that one pans out. And I did just, I think, a bit of a shout in the other room. I think Apex and Gamer Legion are getting ready to take on for the final game on that B stream for the day. We are back in play.
So it starts with 3 members of fnatic fighting for ramp. Smoke certainly keeps you guessing, doesn't it? Combined with this short smoke. Flash and go. I mean, they've got the bodies here. It's going to become a bit of an angel between the squads.
I think think they're doubting what they're seeing or what they're not seeing here. They might get caught off guard. Dexter, strange transition. Just going to jump spot. Playing for info as they rotate the pieces back over towards B, but how quick does this come? Dexter has been spotted now. Information flows both ways. Nade, not bad onto D-Hut.
Decides he wants more info. Felt like it could have been the all-in, but
Both swinging.
roeJ gets the trade. Maden still finds first blood though, and ooh, roeJ gets away. They hold on to this 4-on-4. 38 seconds. If you want to pivot, you can see Nuts is already maneuvering in that direction.
mezii still on B currently. Just starting to flirt away from the site because mid has been left open as well. So that will become both of his responsibilities. We're talking about a big round from mezii. This could be the one.
mezii. It's all on you. Holding for the cross. Still flies through. It's a perfect flash. He touches it. He's overlooked. Still nails the shot. Takes down Nuts, and mezii. He makes good on his promise as the superstar shines bright to tie us up at 10-10.
Oh, the pressure was on with the clock right there. They take him down. Everybody else out of position. D-Hut on that lurk. He could put the knife in the back, but mezii, that's what they needed. Anchoring down to that B bomb side. That is going to feel great. Tied up now. The finances, as discussed. D-Hut's AK held on to, and now at the business end of map 3, with a spot in the playoffs on the line. This is what you need. fnatic have put themselves back in position to get it done now and take Dexter, their newly appointed in-game leader, to right in front of his home crowd. A feeling I'm sure he won't forget. Interesting. ENCE, they brought another AK into the mix here alongside of D-Hut. They have 2 Kalashnikovs to wield, and the boost to be assembled, but can be slightly janky. They get it up with ease, and this time mezii down immediately.
Yeah, he just got a little bit of a whiff, some sort of insight. Started to look for it, loses his head as product of it.
Oh, it almost immediately pulled the rotation of Afro and roeJ, trying to respond to this. So, didn't have too much forward territory on A, and now worried about a player that may have lurked on up in the meantime. But the pack roll mentality of ENCE.
Surely that's audible. All of them stampeding up the steps. Dexter ready to set up for at least one. Overwhelmed. He's going to go down. Looks good for ENCE unless Afro's got more than one. He has, as he makes it a 2-on-2. But look at the angle. Perfect from D-Hut. Punishes Afro for the reposition. It's all on to KRIMZ. They're not in a hurry to plant, are they? Nertz knows that with his teammates so low, they could perhaps hedge their bets elsewhere. Clearing the flank. Lets them focus their attention together on the potential forward hold of KRIMZ. Cutting noise. KRIMZ now starting to perhaps second guess himself. And the angles from D-Hut. That was both with low HP. Ties up the 2v2 neat and tidy. ENCE find 11 first.
I can't believe that. The opening kill on towards mezii, it didn't feel like it was going to throw the entire round into a tailspin, but just that pack roll mentality. You can see Dexter getting overwhelmed. It's hard to keep yourself calm. You try and tap away at their heads, but they keep popping from different directions. Only one not good enough. Afro did his absolute best, but walk into more in classic Afro style. And KRIMZ, you can see his frustrations. Yep. That one is gonna sting.
Hello.
They heard him.
Yeah, Maden's acknowledged it. There's a lot of bodies on this fight. Down goes roeJ. Snappy punishes off of that communication, so ENCE, they've got the advantage.
This is
and
for the
Nertz
game.
has got the whole world at his fingertips with this fast flank. You're not ready for this one, mezii. Booked. As for the game, you say, KRIMZ and Dexter, peanuts in a bank account. Minimal loss bonus. A reluctant save might be on the menu.
And if I'm snappy, I'm throwing at least a couple of bodies at this. So close yet so far for fnatic. And here they come. Snappy the first to waltz on in, see what he can find, get that info. We'll take the first fight onto KRIMZ. Does significant damage. Has now learnt of the position. And they're just going to continue to turn the screws.
Nice. Nertz throws out the molly, flashes him up. Oh, that was beautiful counter-strike from Nertz. The combination, the 1-2 punch to take out the AWPer. And the hunt, well, it is successful. Taking down KRIMZ seems like it's not in their to-do list.
Yeah, just have to make sure they have enough that they can drop to their teammates in the next. The win bonus will be coming through. 2 players staying alive is enough considering NERTZ's cash money. And trying to find this AWP. It may have been flung off the map. Searching, and well, KRIMZ cannot find it.
Oof.
So no AWP available for Afro into this one. And with the money, it is bleak right now for fnatic. KRIMZ to drop out 1 rifle. He can buy himself his own. But yeah, roeJ making noise on that drop. Noted. mezii having to worry about mid as well as B, gets found and has to drop the long way down without that parachute. Great work on the hunt for NERTZ. Hasn't had the most kills, but that one's impactful. And now the smiles as we go into the final round of play. The smoke didn't land, see it landing through the girders.
Yeah. What's the call from Snappy to throw the knockout blow?
They've just conditioned A so well, and now they're going to B flip. Great calling from Snappy.
Yeah, it could very well be the last round they play on Vertigo today. mezii, so blind, still charging in with the MP9. Oh, the damage. It nearly was 2, maybe KRIMZ. Maybe not. Some bias with the Krieg. They both have taken heavy damage. And there is still that roeJ M4 in play. ENCE pack rolling. Waiting for the push. roeJ wins the duel, but down goes Afro. B-site vulnerable, susceptible. Dexter hiding in plain sight. Takes the fight. What a shot from maden. The first bit's good. Look how low they are. Be one hell of a clutch. But ENCE just need 1 kill, 1 click of the mouse, and playoff bound for IEM Sydney. roeJ, so much to do. So little time. Hiding on that site. Jiggling, and there's the headshot. Snappy secures it. ENCE secure the playoffs. Dash the dreams of Dexter today, and every member of the team having their moment.
Yeah, absolutely hard-fought battle. Overpassed the opening gambit from fnatic. Their map pick falling in their favor, 13-10. We move on to Anubis, and that's where ENCE had to mount a comeback after an 8-4 half.